Hello, welcome to the first episode of Yi Hein Builds. So this is a channel where I just show the cool stuff that I'm building. And today we are looking at something that I built that's called fluid calendars. So basically the problem that I faced is that whenever I make plans, like study plans, I would spend a lot of time to decide when I should do something. And then especially when the task needs to be sequential, meaning that I need to study this topic before another topic. So I make this long 1 month plans on what I want to do. And then something comes up where everything is delayed by 1 hour. And I just give up on the plan, right? Because I have to shift everything back about 1 hour. And if I do it on Google Calendars, I have to literally move with everything one by one. And it basically takes forever. And that's really annoying. And most of the time, I find that whenever I'm scheduling my task, like unexpected things happen, right? So whenever I'm scheduling my tasks, whenever the plan changes, it's just so much effort to reschedule everything. It will take like up to an hour if I just move all the tasks backwards, right? That it just makes it not worth it, and I just don't go with the plan. So the solution I come up with is, imagine if you have a calendar that knows all the tasks that you need to do, and it automatically schedules it onto your calendar, depending on where you have empty slots. And if something changes, it automatically reschedules everything for you. And this is what I've built for the exam season, and I just did a quick demo. So imagine this is a pretty empty calendar because I didn't have most of my stuff on here yet. So you can see that I have a few like workout sessions, I have a party on Sunday, there's a few other meetings, and yeah, so this is my calendar. So let's look at the list of tasks that I need to do. So this is a list of tasks. So this is an example of all the study topics I need to cover. And what you can input here is how much of it you have completed and how long you expect it to take. So if the whole task you think takes 4 hours, and you just put 4 here, and this you just constantly update how much you completed of that 4 hours. So you can see here, there's a bunch of stuff that is really completed because the percentage completion is 100%, which is equal to 1. But you see here that there's a lot of stuff not completed yet, and it will be 0%. And what Fluid Calendars does is that it looks at all your tasks, finds the ones that are not completed yet, and schedules them for you. So you can see that the first you have quite a few that's not completed. So we have like as mentioned, all the tasks that have not been that we had to schedule manually would automatically schedule it for us, and it knows that it is, well, you have 1 hour that I specified that this task actually takes, and it will schedule it here. So it's just doing its thing, and we'll just so this is the magic. What if you have a sudden change in plans, right? Let's say I have decided not to go for this party. Let's delete this event. And what will actually happen is that our Fluid Calendars recognizes that something has changed. And then it realizes that, well, there's this empty slot now, right? So it would change your plan to make sure that your study plan is not disrupted and it accommodates to changes in your life. So if you suddenly have more time, it makes sure to fill that time in, and then to make sure that, well, you're not wasting any time away because you're nothing scheduled for that time. So it keeps you up to date based on what you should do. And what's really good is that if you change your progress or any of these tasks, so if you finish a task, it recognizes that, and then it won't schedule that anymore. It recognizes that it's completed. So you can see that it's just deleting everything and simply rescheduling everything again because now intentionally slow it down. So you can see that here. Previously we had a party that was scheduled, and now we're going to study pharmacology instead of going to the party. Yeah, so like not too good for the social life, but yeah, your calendar adapts to changes. If you have suddenly a day that is blocked out for some events that you have to go to, it would reschedule everything for you so that you can have a good idea of when you actually finish studying. So one thing that this is so powerful is because it schedules all your tasks for you, and because it takes into account everything you have, you can then predict when you finish something. So imagine if you were to say, I'm rushing to finish your revision for an exam, and you were deciding, should I go for this party? Well, with fluid calendars, it actually tells you when will you finish studying if you go for this party. So if you realize that you can't finish studying if you go for this party, then you probably shouldn't go for the party, right? So this is a really powerful tool to help you make decisions in your life. So if you have things that you really want to achieve and you want to make sure you do well for those things, this allows you to guide your decisions, to tell you should this or should you not do that. For example, if you want to start a new habit of exercising, and you find that exercise is really important, you should just definitely schedule it in, and then your calendar would make accommodations for it. And this is to force you to actually do things that are good for your health and not just work all the time. So you can see that we just continue scheduling. And yeah, so this is the first video on the first thing that I built, which is called fluid calendars. So that's about it.